session. Today we're going to be talking about separating materials, but we're going to be looking at a specific type of material today. And we're going to be looking at iron. No, this is not just a rock. Inside this rock, there is a line of iron running through it, and this is called iron ore. And we can extract the iron out of this and turn it into metal. Okay, so we're going to be looking at iron. Now, iron is a very interesting substance, and probably the most interesting part of it is that it is magnetic. So we are going to be using a magnet and some sources of iron to be able to discover where we can find iron in the natural environment. For this session, I have started to look at cereal. Now, you must be thinking, where is the connection between cereal and a metal? Well, it turns out that these cereals actually have iron in them. And iron is very, very important for our bodies. It helps us with our bodies being oxygenated and the blood. It helps through all of the circulatory system. So we need iron in our diet, but where do we get the iron from? So I was looking at these cereals, and actually it says, with this one, it says iron, vitamin V and oats. And I thought, well, if there's iron inside this cereal, maybe we can extract that iron and separate it using a magnet. So for this session, what we're going to need to do is we are going to have different cereals, a magnet, some water, and a Ziploc plastic bag. And that's all. So let's get to the experiment. The first thing I want to test is I am going to open up my cereal and I'm going to explore the cereal that is inside. We're going to open up and I'm going to put this cereal inside my plastic bag. Okay. So here we can see my cereal, but I cannot get the iron out of it. Even if I run the magnet over the top, I can't seem to find any iron. So what we're going to do is to break down the cereal by adding some water. I'm going to add water in. I'm going to Ziploc the bag, and then I am going to mush it all up and wait for the cereal to start to break down into the water. That way I might be able to extract the iron a lot more easily. We'll see what happens. Once I have my cereal in my bag, mixing with the water, I am going to leave it for roughly an hour to be able to make sure that all the cereal is broken down and it goes into that soggy mess. You know that part that when you're eating cereal you really don't want to eat because it's all soggy and mucky? That's what I want my cereal to look like, because it might be easier to extract the iron from the cereal using my magnet. We'll come back to this in an hour. So as you can see, my mix has now been sitting here for quite a while. It's probably been about an hour and it's all started to turn into mush. And what I'm going to do now is just to run my magnet over the top to be able to see if I can pull out any of the iron. And as I'm doing this, I can see very, very small little specks of iron coming out of the cereal and being attracted to the magnet. Now this takes careful observation to be able to look for the iron. You're not going to find big chunks of iron within your food. It's going to be very, very small. So we need to carefully look for the iron that's coming out. I think I'm going to go and explore the other ones as well and see how much iron I can get from the different cereals that I've got here. The aim of today's experiment is to find out which cereal has the most iron that I can find just using a magnet and being able to use the separating technique with a magnet and the iron that is in the cereal. So your challenge for today is to be able to test different cereals to see if you can find the iron inside and see if you can actually see the iron when we pull it out with a magnet. I look forward to you guys posting all your results and I can't wait to see them. Thanks very much.